Around the world every day, thousands if not millions of people give presentations. Some are great and have a powerful impact on their audiences. Others, well, let's just say they're works in progress. This is Powerful Presentations, simply stated.
Hello guys, so we have the 5-inch display Galaxy Grand on the left and the 5.5-inch Galaxy Note 2 on the right. The Grand is powered by a dual-core processor, whereas the Note 2 is running off a quad-core processor. So clearly there is going to be a performance difference, as you would see later. Both are more or less the same thickness. The Grand is only about 0.2 millimeters thicker than the Note 2. It doesn't really make all that big a difference. The edges are nicely chromed to give them a nice glossy look, but somehow Note 2 has a more premium finish to it as compared to the Grand. The Galaxy Note 2 uses Super AMOLED display, which is a far superior display technology as compared to the regular TFT display of the Grand. Viewing angles on both of them are great, but the Note 2 has better visibility in sunlight as compared to the Grand. Now let's get to the rear side of the phones. So the Grand supports a 2100 mAh battery, and it's got a dual SIM slot, whereas the Note is a 3100 mAh battery with a single slot. It's got a micro SD card slot, both of them expandable up to 64 GB, an 8MP camera with LED flash. It's got a speakerphone grill. The Note 2 has got it right beneath the battery right there, and the Grand has it on the right side of the camera. So let's see what's really the difference between performance between these two devices. And when I ran the Quadrant benchmark software, there's something very interesting that I saw. Obviously, the Note 2 scores high on everything else, except for 3D graphics. The Grand actually had a higher frames per second as compared to the Note 2 in almost all visual tests. So that kind of tells us that the gaming is going to be a lot more smoother on the Grand as compared to the Note 2. However, the Note 2 is a far more higher performing device. The user interface on both the devices are the same, that is Samsung's TouchWiz version. So let's go into the About section of both the devices and see that both of them are indeed running Android 4.1.2 and would very soon be upgraded to 4.2. The response to touch is phenomenal on both devices. The Note 2, as you already know, is very fast, but as you can see, the Grand performs quite well as Note 2. Both of them have S-Voice, so you can have instructions on the go. The S-Memo and the S-Note in the Note 2. So, you can obviously see the difference with the S Pen and when you're writing with a finger. Now, obviously, you've got more control with the stylus-based input in the Galaxy Note 2. But anyway, that's a different story altogether. The fact being both of them have similar applications running on their phones. Multi-window is yet another interesting feature that was introduced in the Galaxy Note 2 and has been adopted in the Grand as well. Thanks to the 5-inch display, multi-window is actually possible very easily on the Grand as well. So you can clearly see that I can work on two different windows simultaneously without any sort of lag. The gallery is also upgraded in the Grand, except that the Note 2 has a little more features, especially with the Air View feature that lets you hover your S Pen over an image and it just expands the image to show what the content is. Apart from that, there are a few things that the Note 2 has and the Grand does not. So, if you look at Note 2, you've got a timescape view. So if you went inside this view, there you go. So you've got a timescape kind of view and a spiral view, and both of these are missing in the Grand, which we hope does come in with a future upgrade. But for now, this is what it is. So obviously the Galaxy Grand is similar and dissimilar to the Galaxy Note 2 in some way or the other. To know more, click on the link in the description below, and I'll surely have some more information for you right there. Thank you guys.